Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rene Ayala of the City of San Jose Housing Department, Grants Management Analyst. And today I'm going to be going over with a quick overview of our web grants with current grantees and new grantees. It's just going over on how to log on to the system and locate your program, as well as how to invoice and navigate towards your status reports. So every grantee should be issued a username and password to access web grants. And once you get into the system, you're going to see the fields as such where it says instructions, my profile, your funding opportunities, my applications, and my grants. So you're going to go ahead and click my profile. Once you do that, your profile will come up. It should have your name, your position, program accountant, financial analysis, fiscal team, your work email, your address, a phone number for contact purposes with an extension if necessary, and a work fax just in case you do have to fax any documents or we need to fax them to you. Generally, there's an association organization tab below. The name that we're utilizing right now within this tutorial is we're going to go to Catholic Charities. So you're going to click down below here. And again, it's going to populate all the information regarding the organization, the name, your organizational type, which is a nonprofit, your tax ID, your DUNS number, your organizational website, your address for mailing information as well, and then all the pertinent documentation that's required to be uploaded into Webgrants. As you can see, you have your agency bylaws, your articles of incorporation, your letter of determination, your signed W-9s, your board list, your San Jose Business Tax Certificate, which is required as well, audit financial statements as listed, Funders Collaborative Dashboard Final, copy of the CFO's signature authority, and certificate of insurance. Just a reminder, if your certificate of insurance is coming up due to be renewed or it has changed during this cycle, please upload the new certificate of insurance into Webgrants, as this is required to be part of your contract agreement and information. You ask Rene, where do I go to upload it? We're going to go back to the top of the page here. And you're just going to go ahead and click edit. And once you click edit, it'll take you into those fields required to upload the documents. You'll hit save and it'll bring you back to this initial page here. We're going to go back to the main menu and we're going to utilize another current grant with the most updated information regarding the financial portions of invoicing and how we reset up for grantees to better read and understand their information in Webgrants. So we're going to go to My Grants. Generally, just as a reminder, anything that is current fiscal is going to be on the top page of Webgrants here. And also remember that you have a 5-digit ID number to locate your grant as well. The titles are here and listed as well as the year. So we're going to go down here. We're going to click 41321. Again, this is the status. It's underway currently. The program area is ending homelessness. The organization is Catholic Charities, and our program officer is April Ensign. So when you come to this tab, generally you'll see the general information tab, your status reports, payment history, attachments, and opportunity. So I'm going to take the opportunity to actually currently go over the payment history portion in Webgrants. So as you can see, again, I'll have the standard information up front, the organization, the program officer. As you can see in the summary information, it's slightly different than in past. Some of grantees' contracts will have one funding source, some will have multiple, depending on the structure of your contract. As you can see, funding source 1, 2, and 3 will be split up for the amount. On the top of the page here, again, it'll have the contract number, the term, and the total contract amount. So example, you're issued $1 million under one funding source of HTF and $500,000 under CDBG. It will be split up between two funding sources because they're coming from two different allocations. Also make sure that your agency fiscal contact information in Webgrants is correct or updated. That way the analyst knows who they need to get in contact with. It just better communication and able to get out, you know, anything that they may need, additional documentation, or just to talk about if something may be missing or there's an issue with uploading. As you see, you'll see the payment history portion here. And generally this portion is allocated for the analyst itself. Once you as the agency or grantee submit your invoicing, the analyst will take that information and also register it here in the payment history. As it states here, month and year that they received the invoice number, the date that you uploaded the invoice information and we received it, the complete documentation received. Again, just everything that it entails with the invoice and documentation supporting the billing that's being sent to us. Once the analyst reviews the information, it will be approved by the analyst and moved forward over to their supervisor or manager for review and approval. Once it is, it will transition into to our fiscal team to create the reimbursement check. Once that check is issued, that date will be updated as well in here. Again, like I stated, there are multiple funding sources with some contracts. So again, it'll be allocated here to show you the funding sources, the amounts, and what's been deducted, as well as the approval payment amount and your previous amount prior to payment. And then it will give you a remaining balance. Where you as a grantee will go ahead and input your invoicing documentation would be here in the attachments area. So there are 12 months for the whole fiscal year. Just remember, if there is additional documents that may not fit in an initial submission, there are additional areas you can upload these documents across here for the analyst to find and be able to retrieve. Once your payment is processed and received on our end from our fiscal team, we will upload it where it says proof of process payment for city uploads, and we will upload it here again once it's processed. So when you need to check Webgrants and verify if you received payment or payment is in process, it'll be listed there. Again, if there's an abundance of documentation that does not fit within the parameter of these attachments here, then what you'll go ahead and do is scroll down here, and we've created another area for you to upload those documents. And you may say, well, Rene, where do we upload these documents? Good question. So back at the top of this page here, you're going to go ahead and hit our edit button. And again, information regarding your program and the program officer. As listed below here, you will see that they are every month of the year is located here. You're going to choose your file selection, upload your PDF, and also put the date. That way it's attached and it's recorded when you've uploaded that information, so we're aware. Again, like I stated, we added additional attachment areas, which are below here. So if you just scroll down here and you upload your attachments, once you upload everything that you need, you'll go ahead and click the save button. Once it's saved, you can come back down here to the bottom of the screen and reconfirm that all your documents were uploaded. Again, if you have any issues with documentation being uploaded into the Webgrants portal or any technical issues, please let your analyst know as soon as possible. That way we could better assist you with this process. Now, again, if there's any questions regarding invoicing and billing, April Ensign will go over that further into detail with the detailed budget workbook and those processes. Generally as well in Webgrants, there are 4 quarters in a contract year, and generally each agency will be required to report quarterly reports. It is under status reports. So Warda Ali will go into more detail about that and how the templates and process for submitting quarterly status reports have changed. They have changed. So further into this presentation, she will go into further detail. But for now, I'll give a brief overview on how it will typically look. Generally, when you go into this portion for status reports, your analyst will generate the quarterly report for you. Basically, it'll say the ID, the first quarterly report, and it will report date out from what date to what date within that quarter, provide you a due date. Once you put in your pertinent information and upload all the information needed, you would just hit submit. So just a reminder that when you submit your quarterly report, make sure to hit submit. That way it can process completely through. If you have any technical issues again with this portion, make sure you contact your analyst regarding this part of the process of your quarterly report. That way they can provide that technical experience you may need. If there's any additional questions you may have regarding these processes, please feel free to reach out to your analyst and provide them areas that need more clarification or support in, and we will do our best to get back to you and guide you through those processes. Again, thank you so much for your time, and have a great day.